Hi all, thank you for joining me for some yoga today, a basic yoga class today for a few minutes just to get your body moving, to get your mind settled and centered. You'll need your mat and you'll need some blocks and you'll need a strap for today's practice. Alright, and sitting it up nice and tall, let's go ahead and crunch our shoulders to our ears and then release that down. Good, and crunch that up, nice, and then release that down, and crunch that up, and release that down, and again, crunch that up, and then heavily, let's release that down. Good. Again, drop your chin to chest, and now those arms, make those shoulders even heavier. Get a nice long neck here. And let's lift our head center. Let's inhale and sweep our arms towards the sky. And then let's exhale and press this down. And inhale and lift this. And exhale and press. And inhale and lift. And as we exhale, let's clasp those hands behind, open our chest, keep our head looking straight forward and kind of looking up. So we're going to lengthen up through the neck, through the arms, and then let's go ahead and drop our chin to chest. Breathing it here. Good, lifting head center, bending at the elbows, release our arms. Let's inhale and sweep this up again. And then press this down. And inhale and lift. And press this down. And inhale. And then again, let's clasp our hands behind, open up our chest, drop our chin, reach through those arms. Keeping our arms behind our back, go ahead and bring your head center and look to one side. Oh, bring that center, look to the other side. Good, bring that back to center, bend at those elbows, release that, very nice. Sweep our arms towards the sky, reach up through our fingers, and lengthen through that torso. Maybe reach right, reach left, reach up through that. Clasp our hands. Press palms towards the ceiling. Let's inhale it here. And exhale, sigh it out. And inhale. And exhale, sigh it out. And inhale. And exhale, sigh it out. And let's release our arms. Float them down towards the floor. Drop one ear towards one shoulder. As we do that, that opposite arm, nice and heavy. Drop that chin back to chest. Other ear to shoulder. And chin to chest. Good, let's lift our head up center, looking over to one side. Think about chin going all the way over the shoulder, eyes go back a little bit further. Let's go ahead and take left hand, place it on right thigh. Let's do that nice big spinal twist here, breathing it in. And exhaling it. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And as we exhale, let's bring this back to center. And then taking that, looking the other way, chin over shoulder. Good. Right hand's going to go to left thigh. Take that left hand behind. Let's lift that up, twist it big, inhale it deep. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And as we exhale, let's bring ourselves back to center. Good. Let's reach up through our arms. Good. And let's go ahead and drop our right arm. Reach over with that left arm. Lengthen through that body. Kind of twisting that belly, that chest towards the ceiling, but keeping our left glute and left quad, or left glute and left hamstring down into the floor. Let's inhale and sweep this up, taking it to the other side. Reach over through that. Now we've got our right glute, right hamstring kind of glued to the floor. breathing this here. And inhale and lift one more time each side. Reach this over. And then lift this up. And other side, reach that over. And lift this up. Good, and let's release our arms down. Very nice. Let's take our legs nice and long. And we'll flex through our feet so our big toes are going back towards our shins, sitting that up, shoulders down and back so we're in our nice capital L. Let's reach our arms up and really squeezing now through our glutes, squeezing through our arms, inhaling it here and exhaling it here and inhaling it here and exhale and inhale. And as we exhale, let's release our arms towards the floor. Good, roll that out. Let's bring that right leg in and give that a nice big hug. Take our right leg over left, reach our left arm around, and let's get a good spinal twist here. And opening that hip, but remembering to keep our left foot flexed. So active and engaged. And let's bring the center, and then let's turn it to the inside. Sit that up. Again, flexed foot. Leg is engaged. Good, bring this back to center. Let's go ahead and take that leg and take that back. Go ahead and bring the other leg in. And let's bring that over. Reach that arm around. And then twist that, flex through that foot. And bring this back to center, twisting towards the inside. Good, and then let's go ahead and bring this back to center. Flex through those feet once again, shoulders down and back. And let's go ahead and bend through our knees. So reaching our arms up, let's hinge it forward and lengthen through the spine. So that belly is going to kind of rest on those thighs. Inhale and lift this up, and exhale and hinge this forward. Inhale and lift this up, and exhale and hinge. Inhale and lift, and exhale and hinge. Inhale and lift. Good, and release our arms down to our sides. Let's go ahead and take our feet nice and wide and drop our knees from side. All right, so we've got that side to side. Keep it to one side. And let's go ahead. You can take it front, you can take it to the side, or all the way back around, wherever your flexibility, torso back will let you go today. Lengthen through this, reach through those arms. Lengthen through that torso, deep belly breath, breathing it nice and deep. Pressing ourselves back up, bring ourselves all the way back up, and let's go ahead and drop again those knees from side to side. And let's take them to the other side this time, so bringing this forward, quarter turn or half turn. Again, whatever feels best for you today. Lengthen through that, make space in your torso, and deep belly breath, so breathing that deep. Good, let's bring ourselves back up to center. Very nice. Drop our knees from side to side a few more times just to keep waking up those hips. Good, and let's release that. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves forward. We're going to come onto all knees. So if you need to put a blanket beneath your knees, we're going to come right here. And we're going to go into our gate pose. So again, if you want to have blocks on either side, this is where we do our, right here. So we're going to reach up through our arms, and we're going to go ahead and release this. Let's take our legs out first. So go ahead and take that right leg out. Toe can be to the front or to the side. Now let's reach this up and then reaching over first to the side. Then we're going to go ahead and take ourselves, kind of cartwheeling ourselves over to the other side. Hand can be on the block or the floor. And then when you're ready, lifting that other leg up and lengthening through that and breathing that here. Good, let's release that. Bring ourselves up, and now again, let's reach that over, this time a little bit longer, keeping it here. And one more time, let's take it back down to that modified half moon, lift that up. Good, very nice. And then release that and reach this over and lengthen through that. And let's go ahead and release. Very nice. Let's take it to the other side. Taking our other leg out, so toe can be to the front or out to the side, wherever your hip is going to let you go. So let's reach this up, and first taking it over, just gently waking that side up, and then cartwheeling our arms over, taking this down, and coming up into that modified half moon pose. Breathing it, flexing through that foot. Good, let's go ahead and drop our leg, reach it up, and then reaching it over, keeping it here for a little longer this time. Hand can be on that calf, on that quad, but not on the knee. So we don't want any weight on that knee. And then one more time over to that modified half moon, lifting that up, flexing through that foot, breathing it here. And then dropping that down and reach that over. And then release that. Very nice. Let's take it to all fours. So shoulders are over our wrists and hips are over our knees. Let's drop our belly to the floor, eyes to the sky. Good. And from right here, kind of planting our hands and planting our knees and maybe taking it a little bit from side to side. So we're kind of opening up the hips a little bit here. And now let's round our spine, chin to chest. And again, taking it a little bit from side to side. Drop that belly to the floor, inhale. Round our spine, exhale. So let's go ahead and bring ourselves up. We're going to come all the way up and we're going to go into some balance practicing. So you can grab your strap, have that near. You can be near a wall. You can grab a chair and have that near you as well. But I'll use the wall. So first off, we're going to practice our tree pose. So finding ourselves in a nice mountain pose, remembering our mountain pose is our very strong pose. Let's piano our toes down into the floor. Press through our heels. Shoulders are down and back, palms are facing out, crown of the head is lifting. And then from our toes all the way to the top of the head, let's squeeze and engage every muscle group. So now we've got those quads engaged, thighs spiraling. We've got the abdominals engaged. We've got our chest, back, shoulders are engaged, palms are out, crown of the head is lifting. Let's sweep our arms towards the sky. And then let's exhale and press our arms down. From here, we're going to go into our tree pose. So planting our left foot into the floor. Your first part of tree pose is popping the toe. So this may be where you are going to go today, and that is perfect. You can have hands to heart, or you can have hands above. Again, whatever you want, however you want to challenge yourself in your practice today. So this is your first step. If you'd like to go a little further, you can begin to take your knee, opening our hip. Knee is going to go back towards the back of the room. And your heel is kind of resting on the inside of that ankle. Now, if you've got your stability here and you want to go a little further, we're going to use the strength of our leg and lift our foot up. And we kind of want it, you can take it wherever you want, but you don't want to allow that foot to come onto the knee. So right there. And some yoga teachers have different opinions about it, but one of the yoga teachers that I really admired, because I used to take my foot and I used to put it in like that all the time, and she was like, you know, when you do that, you're not giving your leg the chance to get strong enough to do it on its own. So I was like, you know, that's really true. And if I can't do it on my own, then I need to get strong enough to be able to do it like that. So again, just an opinion. So we're finding our balance here, pressing through that leg, imagining our leg bones are kind of digging down to the earth. And let's go ahead and release this. Good, sweep our arms up, reach up through our fingers, and let's do a dive. So we'll dive it down and over. And standing forward fold, give our legs a break, give our upper body a break. Roll this up one vertebrae at a time, and then let's go and roll our shoulders down and back. Very nice. Let's take it to the other side. So first let's find ourselves in our mountain pose. So pressing through our heels, engaging all of our muscles, finding ourselves in that strong, immovable pose. And then from here, let's go ahead and find our first part of our tree pose. And bringing our hands to heart or arms above. Again, whatever works for you. And beginning to find where your tree pose is. So here's the thing, if you did your tree pose here on the other side, then you want to do it here on this side. That's what we're working for, is we're working for balance. So if you did it here on one side and you do it here on the other, begin to bring yourself back until that other leg can meet it, because it causes imbalances. So that's what we're trying to work against, is the imbalance. So popping that toe, this is the first part, and again, if you want to stay here, that is perfect. You can, again, open that hip, press the pelvis forward, knee is pressing back, so that right leg is super engaged, pressing through that heel, pressing through the toes, and again, find your space, find where your leg was comfortable, where you were able to find that balance. Maybe you need to look at something in front of you or something ahead of you on the floor. But finding that, and again, thinking now about that, your bone, your leg bone, pressing down into the earth. Your glutes are squeezed, especially that straight leg glute. That'll help you find some stability, and those abdominals are holding you up. And breathing that here. Good. And let's release that down. Very nice. Let's sweep our arms up and dive it down and over, relaxing head and neck. Relax those arms. And roll this up. Roll our shoulders back. Good. We're going to do a standing staff pose. So again, if you would like help with the wall or the chair, because we're going to be lifting our leg up off of the floor. So our leg is going to lift, and we're going to reach up through our arms. Our foot is flexed. So here is our pose right here. We're going to hold this. And again, feel free to hold the wall, whatever you need to. And if your leg is not going as high as mine, you can go down until you get that strength of that hip flexor to bring that up. And holding. From here, we've got our foot flexed. Let's press through our heel and straighten that leg. Foot is flexed, and then let's bring this leg back. Good. Reach up, slight back bend. Let's dive it down and over. And then let's roll this up one vertebrae at a time. Roll our shoulders down and back. Let's take this to the other side. So bringing that leg up, and again, using whatever support you need, flexing through our foot, and bringing it to whatever height your other leg was, because again, we want that balance. And then reaching up through that, flexing through that foot, holding that. And then from here, our foot is really flexed. Press through our heel towards the floor. That leg is lifted, lengthening through this. And then bring our leg nice and straight back to meet the other. Let's find ourselves mountain, but with our arms lifted. And let's dive it down and over. Relax that head and neck. Maybe nod your head. And roll this up. Roll our shoulders down and back. And we will do one more thing. Let's do legs up the wall for an inversion. So finding yourself a wall. You can bring a pillow with you. And you want to scooch yourself up against the wall. So scooting your glutes right there up against the wall. And then bringing ourselves nice and close. And you can use that pillow there. And we've got our legs up against the wall. Our feet are flexed. And again, this might be perfect for you. If it hurts to have those legs completely straight, feel free to bend those knees. But you may stay here, or if you would like, you can begin to walk your legs up the wall, chin is to the chest, and you've got that pillow behind you, and it's right at your neck and shoulder level, and that'll help protect. It'll also feel pretty good. So this is kind of a modified shoulder stand right here. So breathing this. And then slowly and controlled, allowing that to come down, allowing your glutes to go back down towards the floor and nice and close to that wall. And you can bend at your knees and you can take that over from side to side and release that a little bit. We'll do that one more time. Let's go ahead and walk our feet up, legs up against the wall. And you can do this if you have a wall where or you've had a very stressful day, or I've had someone say, my legs are puffy, my feet are puffy. This is perfect to get rid of that, to bring balance back, because we're doing that inversion. Our legs are higher than our heart. So bringing that right there, and you can stay here as long as you want. You can watch a TV show with your legs up, again, whatever works best. But if you'd like, let's go ahead and begin to walk those legs back up. Again, chin is to the chest. That nice supported, modified shoulder stand right here. Breathing it. And then gently and slowly walking that down. And you can bend at those knees, feet on the wall. And maybe dropping those over to one side and dropping yourself onto your side. And then gently bringing ourselves up. Very nice. And let's find ourselves in a comfortable seated form. Lengthened, strengthened. Maybe feeling more relaxed, maybe feeling less heavy after the hard work that you just did, after that strengthening and lengthening through the body. Crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling. Let's inhale and sweep our arms towards the sky and bring our palms together. Drop our hands down in front of our heart. Take our chin to chest. Lifting head center, take fingers to forehead. As we leave and face the day, let us think thoughts of truth. Fingers to the mouth. As we leave and face the day and speak with others, let us speak words of compassion. Taking hands to heart. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love. Give us hearts of compassion and mercy, and remind us that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Let's do one more inhale, and cleansing exhale, and namaste. Thank you for joining me. Remember, you are seen, you are heard, you are so important. You have a voice and